Here's your wrestling news for March 16th, 2022. And your headlines for today include major breaking news concerning Big E following neck fracture. Breaking news is WWE confirmed Plan A and Plan B for Cody Rhodes' WWE return. What happened with Seth Rollins after Raw went off the air? Matt Riddle donated hundreds to Drake Wuertz' political campaign. Elias called out for donating to Drake Wuertz' political campaign. WWE discussing name change for Elias. What's next for the Drifter? Fans have hilarious reactions to Veer Mahaan's vignette on Raw. WWE reveals official NFT platform. Bad news for Commander Azeez. Booker T to induct wife Sharmell into WWE Hall of Fame. Raquel Gonzalez out 4 to 6 weeks. Is WWE changing their mind about calling Pete Dunne Butch? And more. We're kicking off today with SmackDown, as last week's show saw a tragedy occur as Big E suffered a broken neck during a suplex outside of the ring. Since this injury occurred, the former WWE champion has received mass support from fans and wrestlers of several promotions, and we have some good news regarding Big E. When NFL lineman and Birmingham, Alabama resident Andre Smith reached out to Big E, saying he'll help him if he needs anything in the city, Big E responded by saying that he appreciates the offer, but that he's now back home in Florida. Big E had been staying in Birmingham to attend the Andrews Institute, where several WWE superstars who have suffered a neck injury have gone over the decades. The fact that he's already home is a great sign for Big E, as is the fact that despite the injury, he won't require neck surgery. The New Day star still has a long way to go before he gets back in the ring, if that ever happens, but here's hoping that this is just the first of many pieces of good news for Big E. Big E won't be competing at WrestleMania 38, but WWE does have big plans in the works for Seth Rollins, despite what we're seeing on screen. Each week, Rollins is getting more and more desperate for a WrestleMania match, and will stay this way until the two-night show. According to sources, the plan is for Rollins to remain without an opponent for WrestleMania, and on the day of the show, will issue an open challenge to anyone to face him on the show. That open challenge will be answered by Cody Rhodes, who is expected to defeat Rollins and cement his return to WWE with a win over the former Universal Champion. This plan is an epic one, but it all relies on Cody signing a deal with WWE, though WWE has a backup plan should the worst happen. The same report adds that if Cody doesn't appear, then it'll be Owens who faces Rollins, but after his confrontation with Stone Cold Steve Austin. This plan would see Owens answer Rollins' open challenge with an attack from behind, and it would be the prize fighter who gets the win. As we said, this is a backup plan, and WWE is hoping on Cody Rhodes returning on time. But despite what's happening on TV, big things are planned for Seth freaking Rollins. WWE may have had plans for Cody versus Rollins next month, but they're trying to keep it a secret, and even had the Architect face Kevin Owens this week with some huge stakes. Had Rollins won, he would be the one confronting Stone Cold Steve Austin in April, but it was Owens who got the victory, meaning Seth still isn't on the card. After the show, Rollins attacked Austin Theory, who does have a WrestleMania match, and decimated the young superstar, much to the delight of the crowd who had stuck around. As a former Universal Champion and one of WWE's biggest stars, it's unlikely Rollins won't have any presence at WrestleMania. The expected Rhodes match hinges on whether WWE has signed a deal with the former Intercontinental Champion, but whether or not that happens, Rollins made his feelings clear this week at the expense of Austin Theory. In May 2021, Drake Wuertz's controversial tenure with WWE came to an end after a series of controversies forced the company's hand. Wuertz had reportedly stormed out of an NXT talent meeting when Triple H said all colors and religions were accepted, and had been wearing WWE staff merchandise when promoting anti-vaccine and anti-mask conspiracy at school board meetings. Since being released, Wuertz has turned to politics and is running as the Republican nomination for the Florida State Representative in the 30th District, and has had some notable names in his corner. The Florida State Department of Campaign Finance has revealed that current Raw Tag Team Champion Riddle is just one of the names who donated, as did two-time former NXT champion Karrion Kross. Bobby Fish, Oney Lorcan, and Jimmy Jacobs also helped contribute to the total $17,733 total raised for Drake's political campaign, with Wuertz himself donating over $3,500. After his controversial departure from WWE, which also included some black superstars saying they didn't trust Wuertz to officiate their matches, most wrestlers have kept their distance from Drake, but some are helping to see the controversial ex-referee soon take political office. Riddle donated plenty of money to help the QAnon-affiliated referee get elected, but he's not the only current WWE superstar to pitch in. In the same records from Florida, it's seen that Elias also donated to Wuertz's campaign, and on social media, the former 24/7 champion faced backlash from fans over his actions. While Elias is free to donate to whichever political cause he chooses, fans also have the right to let their feelings be known about it, and in this instance, the fans weren't thrilled to see a WWE superstar pour money into the Republican candidate's controversial politics. Yesterday, we reported that video vignettes were being recorded for Elias, who hasn't been seen since last August, and at the time, the former 24/7 champion claimed that Elias is dead. In an update from Fightful Select, it was added that not only are new vignettes being filmed, but Elias is expected to have a brand new name and gimmick when he's back on TV. During his August 2021 segment, Elias all but confirmed a new gimmick as he burned his guitar, killing off his singer-songwriter persona. There's no word yet on what Elias's new name will be, but it appears something is in the pipeline for him, though we'll have to see if it leads to anything for him. But what do you think of a name change, and what will you call the soon-to-be former Elias? Let us know in the comments. Elias could very well return before Veer Mahaan arrives on Raw, as he's struggling to get a spot on the show despite months of vignettes. Segments promising Veer's arrival have been airing for 5 months, and this week saw yet another video promising that he'll be coming any day now. Towards the end of the vignette, Veer rolled his eyes as he destroyed a prop, and this split second sparked countless memes at the superstar's expense. In response to the video, fans trolled Veer's lengthy arrival, with one joking that it'll be another 455 days and he won't have shown up, while another noted how her son is 5 months old and has existed on this planet for as long as we've been waiting for Veer to arrive. One fan even suggested that Veer's eye rolling was because he was enjoying himself, and even the USA Network got in on the fun, saying they appreciate Veer getting some exercise by taking the long route to Raw. Veer Mahaan may one day eventually get to the red brand, but odds are it won't be any day soon, and until that day comes, fans will continue to have fun with his lengthy arrival. Earlier this week, we reported on the launch of WWE Moonsault, the new official marketplace for NFTs launched by the company. Stephanie McMahon made the announcement during a recent appearance at South by Southwest, and we now know of more projects in the company's pipeline. In an update, Stephanie has said that WWE is looking at exploring the possibilities of the metaverse during the 2021 fourth quarter earnings call, but remained vague as to what exactly they have planned. Right now, all that the WWE Moonsault website tells you is that official NFTs will be dropping soon, but when that is will remain to be seen. On this week's Raw, Omos and Commander Azeez had a short match that didn't do the latter any favors. While some had once predicted that this match would happen at WrestleMania, what happened was Apollo Crews creating a distraction, allowing Omos to capitalize. Since his main roster call-up, Omos has been presented as an unstoppable giant, even winning championship gold in his first match as a Raw superstar. And this is bad news for Azeez. On Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer explained how there's only room for one true giant in WWE, saying, "They destroyed Azeez. As soon as they started pushing Omos, Azeez pretty much, as I said, his effectiveness was over because there's a natural match and they picked the giant that they want, which is the bigger of the two guys. Azeez has stopped getting any kind of push at all." Omos and Azeez could still face off at WrestleMania, either in a singles match or the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but no matter where they face off next, don't expect Azeez to be getting the win. This week, it was confirmed that Queen Sharmell would be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame after a career in both WCW and WWE. Many fans have questioned why someone who had no championship success and limited matches is being inducted, but Booker T is glad to see his wife get the nod. Speaking to PW Insider, Booker said that his time as King Booker would not have come around had it not been for Sharmell, saying that the gimmick was created around her. Booker also confirmed what was already suspected and announced that he will be inducting his wife into the Hall of Fame on April 1st. Sharmell will be inducted alongside The Undertaker, Big Van Vader, and more names to be announced, and time will tell who joins these three in the class of 2022. NXT 2.0 news now, as Raquel Gonzalez is a former women's and NXT Tag Team Champion, but she'll now be forced to take some time away from the ring. Last week, Gonzalez was attacked by Toxic Attraction, and according to her tag team partner Cora Jade, Raquel will be out for a couple of weeks due to an injury. It's unknown if Gonzalez suffered a legitimate injury during the segment, but this will put a pause on any plans WWE or NXT have for her. It wasn't too long ago that it was reported that Gonzalez was in line for a main roster call-up, but she'll now have to wait just a bit longer before making an impact on Raw or SmackDown. And we're ending with more from last Friday's SmackDown, as Pete Dunne was called up to the main roster, but had a much different name than what fans were used to. Rechristened Butch by WWE's creative team, this name has earned the backlash of fans who'd prefer him to remain as Pete Dunne, but the company isn't backing down. This week, WWE filed 3 new trademarks with the United States Patent Office, and one of them is Butch, confirming that this is the name he'll be going by, despite the outrage. The other 2 trademarks are for Moonsault, the name of WWE's new NFT marketplace, and Lockup, though it remains unclear what that will be used for. Fans may not like the name Butch, but they'll just have to learn to live with it, as this filing shows that WWE is all in on the former United Kingdom Champion's new name. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.